Hey kids, it's Clear, and we're playing Bastion 2, Son of Bastion.
Bastion MMO Simulator 2015.
This is definitely absolutely true.
None of these things are a lie.
All these things are the most true. Anyways, hi, welcome back to
Welcome back to Beat Plays Transistor.
Yes, Beat plays it. I played this game. I'm very good at Transistor. I got all the secret transistors.
Alright, so what are you doing here then, Beat?
I am going through my menus, looking at the pretty pictures. It's a very pretty picture on that number 4 right there. I like that picture. I don't like this picture very much though. That's why I'm gonna select some other picture.
You're making an explosion when you go invisible. That
Yes, I am.
seems counterintuitive.
Yes, it is. No, Clear is the actual player. Clear, why don't you tell us what you're doing here?
The explosion when I go invisible is basically while I was in IRC just before playing this game. That was something Epthreat suggested, and I'm like, yeah, alright, I'll try that, why not? And I just threw it on there.
Yeah, sure. What could go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong?
It's like a smoke bomb, you know? You throw the smoke bomb down, except this time, instead of a smoke bomb, it's more like a napalm bomb. Whatever.
Ah.
Smoke bomb.
Poof.
So should we actually introduce ourselves, or?
Sure, why not?
Sure, okay, yeah. I'm Clear. I'm sure you've probably figured that out by now.
I go
And
next.
I'm Safari. I haven't been around for a minute. Hello, everyone. I miss you.
He's back.
Jimmy Jazz. Police came looking for me. So you haven't seen nobody. No, it's Beat again. It's always Beat. Beat's terrible.
What do they even want with us?
Oh my gosh. So yeah, so like I said, I've been out of commission for a second on this. What exactly is going on right here?
Cheerleaders.
Yep.
Except 3.0 version, so now instead of just being, hey, we're making this guy invincible and also boosting their attack power, they can make themselves invincible temporarily.
I think that this was when I started to get really irritated with these enemies.
They're pretty difficult. We don't have the function switch in our file, though, which I really want, because it can make them very fun to just screw around with.
And I'm guessing you can switch them even if they're invincible?
I don't actually know. In my first playthrough, I only got switches, the very last function. By the look of it, it's probably going to be one of the last ones I'll get in this playthrough too, because I guess people just really like explosions and massive uppercuts or something. It's weird.
Why wouldn't you like those things?
I was totally not paying attention to the loadout. Do you have coal yet?
We do not. I am expecting to get it this video, by which I mean, yes, I'm getting this video. Of course I'm going to get it.
Phenomenal. That was actually the last one I got, and I felt it was pretty appropriate given what it does and how powerful it is.
It's pretty nice. It actually wasn't a favorite of mine when I first played, though. I can see why people would like it. It's just, I had load, like, right there.
It's real good for breaking a lot of the different parts of the game that require you to do a lot of damage.
This is true.
Like, I felt kind of bad about it, but at the same time, it just made things so doable.
Yeah, I can hear that.
Who wants some? Who wants a little?
We'll only give you a little bit. A few drops. That's all you've earned. All you deserve.
You can't handle more than that, man.
Okay. So, you beat up the baddies, and the baddies were like, no, stop beating on us. And you were like, I don't care about you. And the baddies were like, stop, I have a family. And you made a bunch of orphans today. Baddies are very sad. This is what happens. I read the game Bible. I know what's up. Quit telling me lies, Clear. Trying to trick me.
Roughly paraphrase.
Roughly. There was humming involved.
Yes.
Got another message waiting.
Good, I remembered where it was this time.
That sounds swell for a murderer.
Grant.
Okay.
He can't talk right now because he isn't well. Listen, I'm doing everything I can for him. I know there's still time. But the truth is, ever since you took the transistor from him, he just hasn't been the same. When you see him, I think you'll understand.
Alright.
You know,
So they
go ahead.
they'll fix their mistake.
Okay, so that was a private message from somebody who honestly looked like the guy in the frat in every college movie that you absolutely need to punch, and who always gets punched by the very end, which is good. So I'm assuming you're gonna punch this guy.
You know, well, I guess I don't want to say too much of it, but I do think it's interesting the phrasing that he's using in that message. Like, when you took the transistor from them, and
Yeah, that's like the exact opposite of how it worked, really.
it's like actually no. Like,
Pretend I'm not here.
is his perception of how things like panned out like tainted by how things turned out, or like
I
do you
don't
think
know.
he actually feels victimized by things?
He certainly didn't sound like he was in a good mood.
Well,
He's
I mean,
had a bad day today, you know.
Yeah, this has been a really bad day for like all of Cloud Bank.
Yeah, I mean, we lost our voice. Our pal lost his body. Sybil has had the worst day of all, probably.
I don't remember what happened to Sybil.
Sybil is our dog now.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
okay.
she's the lady that you fight at the very beginning of the game.
Ah, okay.
All right,
Yeah,
and there's
she's-
I remember from the TV tropes that Sybil
God,
was
no.
sad for some reason.
Stop, Why would you sully the integrity of this Let's Play by invoking such a thing?
Why would I sully the integrity of the TV tropes? You're right.
That is precisely what I did not.
That's what I heard, man. You gotta speak more clearly.
if you actually are interested in what happens there,
Clearly, one of us is in the wrong.
I'll be actually posting about the help function and Sybil in turn when I post this update, because that's one of the functions that's gotten actually no votes. We've gotten through basically every function that's gotten votes at all.
Oh wow.
And so I'm just going to go through it because I feel like it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, no, absolutely. As long as you don't post about TV tropes, I think we'll be okay.
I'm going to post in the thread about TV tropes. It's just going to be the entire TV tropes article. Control-C, Control-V.
I'm probably going to have to ask a mod to just spoiler text that, if nothing else, though. Just on
I'm
principle,
gonna
man.
have to ask a mod to ban you.
They won't.
You know what? That's actually a really fucking good question. What do they do with those snapshots?
I don't
Put
know.
them in the private collection. Look,
Oh, man,
you're just a little
that's a
robot.
rough choice.
You ever meet a robot, like, it's trying to be nice, it's all robotic, it's all
All the
helpful,
time.
it has no autonomy of its own, it's just does what its things, and then one day you just go into the little closet you keep the robot in, and it's got like a bunch of pictures of your wife. It's like that.
Sure, alright.
Sure, yeah. Let's
a sad little robot stalker.
adultery and murder.
No, it's just a sad little robot stalker. Your wife's aware of it, she just sort of like avoids that robot now, it's cool.
Alright, we got things.
You know what?
We got
Let's-
things
let's-
that are
let's
not
let
related to
Clear
this.
Explain what his decisions were just there.
Okay.
Because that's
First
a
off,
that's a rough
our
choice.
new function, which I'm sure everyone in the thread has been very excited about us getting. Not this function.
For guts.
Second, we got a limiter. Of the two choices given, I didn't like either one, but I'm installing this one first because reasons.
Is
I
that,
don't know.
Oh, is that the memory one?
Yes.
If I'm reading correctly, that is the worst.
No, there's a worse one. But this is still pretty bad. Basically,
This one sucks.
it does. Especially since we just got a fancy new high memory function. But basically, you see that meter on the side that lists our mem? That limiter we just installed says you lose this amount. Depending on how much maximum memory you have, you just lose an amount of it.
It's basically like just a little bit over a third.
It's a pretty large amount, and it's basically just to be like, hey, you can't just install every function ever and be ridiculously overpowered. But I feel like that's going against the point of the game. Like,
So do I. That's pretty much exactly what I was going to say.
Like-
Is it completely defeats the purpose of making all these fun combos.
Like, look
It's
at
just
that.
Not a fun thing to do.
we're still going to use cull with ping and load because it's awesome, and that took up
That
like
sounds amazing.
8 of our 10 or so remaining mem left.
Wow.
Everything
That's a lot
else
of
was just like a solo function all on its own. But it's going to be so worth it because cull is pretty fun.
Who's that
And
guy with the goggles?
He's the guy who generated the mask function that cloaks us.
Okay.
He's just kind of like David Copperfield or something. We'll go with
All
that.
right.
Those.
mean, fittingly, the magician has the function that makes you go invisible.
All right,
Yeah, that makes sense.
And boom! One
that's
shot.
what Cole does.
Yep.
It makes things explode.
It's the smashing. Can't get those cells yet. They're in midair. This vexes me.
I'm sure it'll be okay. But yeah, what the trick with Cole is that it, when you combine it with certain things like the mask stealth bonus, backstab bonus, crash, damage up bonus, hell, I can't remember the name of the red debuff spell, but
Void?
you can. I'm sorry.
It's Void.
Ah, yes, Void.
We'll be getting that pretty soon too. Maybe.
I was gonna say, speaking of which, I want to go back to the Cole versus Purge decision. But did you make that mainly because of the votes in the thread?
Yes. If it was actually up to me, I'd have gone with Purge, no question.
I think that Purge is one of the most versatile and interesting and useful functions. So it almost saddens me that we don't have access to it as much as I like Cole.
Yeah, but sometimes you just have to make that kind of choice, and people wanted to see Cole, so that's what we're doing. And I still like Get. Check this.
Game. That's a pretty nice combo. Too bad you didn't have enough time to run around back and backstab with it. Backstab in big air quotes.
Backstab. And backstab with, a giant blade uppercut. It's about the same thing,
Is it still backstabbing if they no longer have a back by the time you're done?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
I'm thinking about that one person in Killer 7. You just come across their body near the beginning of the game, and their entire back has literally been sliced off. That game was fucking gross at times. Damn.
Yeah, it was.
Speaking of bizarre Suda games, I've been playing a touch of Killer is Dead lately.
How are you enjoying that one, if you don't mind my asking?
I'm not very far, but I'm not so far as to see what everyone said the game is so gross about. Because now
Killer is Dead has one major, humongous problem, and that is the Gigolo missions. The worst part is the Gigolo missions are required to get 2 of the arm upgrades, which you basically really want to have. They're seriously crucial to beat the game, which means you have to do at least 2 Gigolo missions. The simple fact of the matter, though, is the Gigolo missions are fucking gross. There's absolutely no reason for them. They're the most needless thing, and I honestly don't believe they were Suda's idea, simply because they're just so weirdly wrong. This is the sort of shit that he was making fun of you for in No More Heroes, and now all of a sudden it's
Indeed, but
it's
why
literally.
don't we say that for the Killer is Dead list?
Yeah, it's just a cancerous part of the game as far as I'm concerned. And it's a shame because I really love the rest of it, but I cannot recommend it to anybody in good faith. It's just that simple.
Interesting.
It's all on the books. Getting wiped out.
But so we have this brand new fancy loadout.
Yeah, what did you just do? Am I clear while you were on the menu and I was talking about some other game?
I'm gonna authorize the firewall so we can go see Grant and Asher.
Take us straight to Asher and Grant's hideout on the roof.
Nope.
Because they provide feedback.
It's
really important.
I don't believe you should see this Asher dude. He sounds like a dork.
We're gonna see him.
Dorks go to jail.
My dog
No,
is
don't
going
see
to
him.
keep banging on the door, and there's nothing I can do about it. Alright.
I thought that was just someone getting a cell phone to call. Something.
Gotta
Alright.
find a way to the roof.
Alright.
Dude, dance party.
Oh man. What about dance party?
Are you ready for
Don't
some
go
football?
crash the dance party, Clear.
I'm not gonna crash it.
Safari.
I'm gonna body check it.
Nothing. Really?
Safari. No. If I was looking at you in person right now, I would be just frowning so hard. So hard. You don't even know.
It's football time.
Yeah,
We're gonna
yeah.
football.
Oh boy, I love football.
Looks like Grant has other
Oh,
it
nice.
It didn't work. The football didn't work because
Oh, well.
Yeah, the Clucker fired one of their bombs, and that created the turn disruption field. Which, if you run into that during part of your turn, it just ends.
Oh wow, that's
It's the
not good.
worst. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
kind of-
group shoot.
It's kind of
Group shoot
painful.
out of turn is terrible.
Also, the giant jerk, he's got his own version of Get.
It's definitely a good version of it.
Now, what does get do? I forget.
It's basically Scorpion's
No,
get
that
over here thing,
That
except
wasn't intentional. Ah, yeah, Scorpion. I remember.
and it deals
Yeah.
more damage from the further away you hit them with, because it
Which is
deals.
especially annoying when they're primary.
I feel like one or both of you is cutting out.
Talker for each other.
I'm still here. You just fine. Tafari, say something.
Ah!
That works.
I heard you.
Wait.
All right.
In the spirit of the game, ping.
More like this. Spirit of the internet.
You're supposed to say ping like when you hear ping, so I can hear you like what the delay is if we have a delay. Ping.
Okay, ping.
Bang. Bing. Pong. No, it's Pong.
Ping.
I say Pong.
I don't even
Oh,
have.
whatever.
No, I have ping equipped.
Close
It's
enough.
just passive upgrade, so I can
Things are not
football.
looking so good.
You have pong. Couldn't
It's okay, I got
close
this.
enough. This guy's a jerk. You need to kill him. Oh, good, you killed him. I'm very happy about this.
He's really living up to his name.
Only problem is we're kind of
Sure.
pinned down here, so.
Sorry.
See,
Oh no.
This is,
The cells just group
Yep,
back
they
up
did.
to big again. This is like what happens. I remember this part of Dragon Ball Z.
That's exactly what happens. In fact, you leave the cells alone too long, they will respawn
man,
at full
dude, that's
capacity.
secretly where they got their inspiration from.
Dude, I'm not even gonna lie. I fucking love Dragon Ball Z. Like words and all. It's the greatest.
You know what?
I love
Do
it.
you, man?
Can't not love it.
Oh my god, speaking of things we really don't need.
Oh, I
That's a
should
good
have followed up with
jerks.
Jet. No,
Looks
I
like
shouldn't.
he's having a day.
He's. Thankfully, he only has his two modes of attack, which are
This is
stomping a
like-
lot and shooting his own scorpion get over here thing.
Okay.
And this over
Ah, you have
here,
the dog out now. Doge.
Yep.
Yeah, and look, and like,
I just need to not have time disruption fields everywhere so I can fight this thing.
Yeah, what are those? Is that what those things like just obscuring your view? Wow, just a lot of them now.
Yeah, that's the snapshots. They generate.
you know,
It's called
that's
an
an entirely different, obnoxious ability.
Yeah, that's called the uncertainty generator. You see that field of like crackling data or whatever? That's
Yeah,
yeah, that's the turn disruption field. Different.
you don't want that then.
No, I don't. I don't want either of those. I want them all dead. There we go.
Oh man, you were like just about dead. Speaking of which,
It's fine.
I have faith.
and this is
I have faith in Clear. You need to have faith in Clear too.
I
No, wait,
and-
No,
and
one of us
again,
needs to have
it's
faith in
kinda-
Clear.
and it-
Other of us needs to not have faith in Clear.
and it-
So is this part one of
Notice-
you always lies,
This
one
part
of you always
die,
tells the
you
truth?
need to truly die. It's a bit difficult.
Yes, exactly. I will be the one that always tells the truth. Tafari will be the one that also always tells the truth because one of us lied about telling the truth.
Oh, tricky.
Because one of us is lying. Which
Yes,
one is
exactly. Yeah, see? It always gets me, but they always come up with like this ridiculous, what would the other one say question? When really all you have to do is say, hey, what's 2 + 2? And one of them will say 7 or some bullshit that's not 4 because they always lie.
They'll be like, the answer is in your mind.
No, I think there's also always a caveat. You can only ask. You can only ask yes or no questions. I think is also generally how it goes.
Okay, is 2 + 2 4? Yes or no?
Foiled. Foiled as hell. But
Yeah.
Shut
well,
up.
no.
I want to football tackle this guy, so I'm
Shut
gonna
up.
football tackle this guy.
Okay, now
Do the footballs.
this is just bothering me. What is check?
That's if you
It's
apply
a,
Cull
you
as
know,
a
piece of paper,
passive
takes the
function.
neck.
You apply Cull as a passive function, and whenever you move into someone during turn, you'll do a mini Cull. So you're literally just running around being a quarterbacker and just checking people.
Oh yes, okay.
Yeah, body check.
Yep.
Yeah, I did.
If you
I
apply
didn't
as an
realize that
upgrade
actually
to
took
help,
turn ball.
so you give it to your dog, they also can do that, but it's called sick, like sick 'em.
That's actually
Yeah,
wonderful.
that makes sense. That's
I have no problem with this.
That's such a nice little touch.
Once this is
I'm
over,
happy
Such a
about
nice
it.
little
maybe
touch.
there's
Like
still
they
time.
actually bothered to give it a different name and its own special theme and flavor.
Think about it.
Your robot
Stay
boyfriend's
Nobody,
not
I think it's a bit like Skip Town.
Yeah, Robot Boyfriend is like, hey, we should skip town, and
I think so.
he's got a good point. Anyway, yeah, now
I
now
would
is
leave.
plot
I
time.
mean, everybody in
Let's get
town's
the best.
like becoming a
Alright, so are
box.
you... Okay, now tell me about your loadout about here that you're about to use to go into this fight.
I am just gonna make it up as I go whenever I see the function on this screen. I'm like, hey, I could use something cool there. Like,
Okay, that generally sounds like you. So
Yeah, you know,
all right,
it
so
works.
that's
See.
clear 101.
using load as a starting point, because hell yes, I love explosions.
Okay.
Gonna give Cull as an
Alright,
upgrade to it, so the
explosions
explosions are now launching explosions. And I want
Hell
something
yeah.
else.
Bigger explosions.
Nice.
Want something else to
So you
give
say
to it?
balance.
Yes.
Balance. You seem to like that one quite.
Yes. Now the super explosions will launch Happy Fun Ball.
You need more super explosion. Okay.
I'm also going to
Good.
give this, so I just have a general fast thing that's useful. This. Do I want also another fast
Nice.
thing? Yes. I want a super fast.
You want like as many fast things you can possibly get. We live in constant fear of not enough super fast things.
Alright, and we're also going to apply help as a passive function, because why not? Why not? Alright, we're good. This will definitely work. Let's go take down the process, or the Kendrils, or I don't know.
I mean, things don't go wrong.
Give give the process a big ol' slap.
Nope.
Cowards.
No boss
Oh,
fights
he's
here,
dead.
man.
He died. Did they get murdered or did they kill themselves?
Well, they left a note, so you tell me.
Check it out. See what they have to say.
I couldn't stay to meet with you in person. Grant, he couldn't wait any longer. Why he would leave me? I'd sooner take an eternity in the Transistor. But he was no longer seeing straight. Or perhaps he'd decided he'd seen enough. We knew the stakes of what we wanted to accomplish. And we knew that if we were to fail, we would do so together. As one. See you in the country.
So is the country like the cornfield from that one Twilight Zone episode? Too late, I've already
Spoilers!
The country is...
Well, we can get the traces at least, so let's do that.
Guy you killed the other day. Let me be the first to welcome you to your new home.
I just got a notice on my phone that Mars uploaded the most recent Psychic Force redub episode. I'm dying to see that because I'm voicing in it.
Alright,
But I
that's
have
cool.
some questions for you.
Ah,
How do we stop this?
no, it was a thing back at like
How are we supposed
PAX
to get all
Prime
the way
last
over
year,
there?
where Mars just I was super drunk, like more drunk than I've ever been in my goddamn life, and Mars just suddenly calls me to a room and says, "Hey, I want you to voice a character."
Thought they could
No.
change the world with this thing.
Okay, yeah. No, I was just gonna say there's so many things to unpack about this scene as far as just.
That's
I
true.
was
This
super
is,
drunk.
I
Alright.
mean, it has
This is kind of an
Indeed.
important scene.
Once they lost the transistor, they lost control of the process.
I mean, has the significance of Grant and Kendrill's last
Can't allow them
names?
let these things in.
yeah, there is
Like you
that.
better hear them
I think
like
I've
they
discussed that before, but
Oh yeah,
there's that. Also worth noting, these are kind of the
yeah, they were.
main
I was gonna say,
antagonists
that's
for
why
most of the
I was
game here.
Legit.
So they
Like,
died.
Yeah, like
We're not gonna fall.
What was in the tubes
they
that you were right
kind of-
next to?
The process.
I'm curious about that.
That was the process. They
Oh, okay.
because they originally not
Yeah.
created but engineered it, so to speak.
Okay.
They did so with the transistor, which they had lost when they tried to assassinate us, and now we're gonna use it for a little while to get back to where we need to be.
Okay.
Guess I was wrong about that.
Okay, what's that you're flying on?
More process.
The process.
Oh, sweet. More process.
For good,
The process aren't necessarily
but not like this.
bad, and that's kind of what.
Greedy.
forms
They're
the
not
background
bad
of
in the
stories.
same way that
Like,
fire isn't bad.
Only one left.
Fair.
Yeah, or the same way like
Out
a
there's
virus
one
isn't
there.
bad,
Right.
No. Oh, viruses are definitely bad 90% of the time.
but it doesn't have
But look at this.
it doesn't have the ability to make its own distinctions insofar as
Yeah, it's like it just does what its pre-coded instructions
you know,
are,
like
nothing more.
making its own conscious decisions. Plus,
Oh yeah, it doesn't have like a moral capacity to make a choice. I suppose what you're saying
Right.
is much like fire doesn't decide to burn.
exactly. It just
But there's no like instance in which having a virus is necessarily good for you, unless you're talking like vaccinations. Fire, on the other hand, can be massively beneficial and is in fact the like starting point for pretty much all of society. The ability to control it, I should say, not light yourself on fire.
We get to
But yeah,
figure
now we're
out
back in the
Wow,
empty
that,
set.
that
It's kind of overgrown with the process, and they have dogs again.
that looks different. Okay.
Now its bark is so
surprise,
amazing.
Everything has been processed.
Yep. Let's just do this first.
I love the fact that that move is
what did I just see?
called kill.
Let's just open
Hey,
up with a
kill
kill
works.
stat, whatever. So yeah, now this
Yeah, it
thing's
really
got a bark that will stun us
Really
if it
needs to- really
hits.
needs to
He's not hiding. He's hunting.
Okay, you stop being a thing. Getting this.
Picking up the cell.
I think I'm of the opinion that the fetches may have been the worst enemy. Not worst, but like most.
It lived.
Just therefore effective in the entire game.
First we
Yeah,
get
they're
this
pretty
Not died.
dangerous.
You got it.
Then we make way
Like
for
they're
Fairview.
so aggressive.
Last member of the camp.
They're aggressive, and while they're cloaked,
they
you
do
can't
so much
damage
damage.
them.
They're so fast, and they're fast. They move so fast.
Right, but if you can hit them with something
Yeah.
beefy like that
I
was,
really hope you do the
it
thing here
hurts.
that
Full house.
you're supposed to do.
What,
Never
here?
Get the feeling. Yeah.
Man, do you
Yeah,
know
I
how many
hope you-
bombs those things could launch? I'm not touching them.
So what are all those things in the chairs?
Those are cluckers, which launch
Aside
the
from
Those are
grenades.
process.
Hello up there.
Those are process.
Okay, that's bad.
Those are the-
And his friends. Maybe he got lost.
Okay,
No.
since you did bums, you know,
I don't know.
if you hum there, they will actually dance in time.
What a mess.
Really? Did not know that, actually. But it's okay,
Really?
because I made super bombs, so I
Yeah.
don't care.
No, if you. Yeah, see, my immediate response was that when he says they're waiting for a show, I immediately hit the hum button and they all start
course.
like
Of
they
course
all
do.
start dancing. It's fucking like
That's kind
it's
of
pretty
amazing.
crazy.
That's
Yeah, that's
great.
pretty cool.
It's really cool. No, it's super cool that they put that in there.
Yeah. So I guess this is this guy with the tie. He's your like the last guy, like the last person you
I
got to
think
face
she's
off
just
against.
a news reporter.
Or am I misreading this?
She's a news reporter.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
She's just reporting,
Thought
hey, Red has
I
gone
thought-
completely missing, so we're presuming she's dead, and we're very sad about this.
Gotta retrace our steps. Get to where you found me.
Reason to be sad.
Yeah, I love that the response field eventually it starts off as her actually trying to get messages across and becomes her communicating to
Make
the
our way from
transistor over the course of the game.
Alright, I think we should take a break now. I'm Kalir, this is Beaten Tafari,
Ah,
this
sounds
is
like
Let's
a
Play
I think we're almost
Transistor.
done here.
So
Goodbye.
let me
Happy to-
cap it off.
Be here.
You guys take care.